Is it even loud enough? Darn it. And I have to go open Warudo through Steam because for some reason my computer turned off. I've been on Twitter too much today. Been on Twitter way too much. Select an asset to modify its properties. Just let me calibrate the media pipe. Oh. Let me have my finger bend unnaturally because I want my avatar to be looking more straightforward at you. Oh well. Looking over the glasses like a librarian. I don't know. Durin's coming out though. I'm a dragon boy. I want a dragon boy. Where's all the dragon boys? I do need to grind for stuff. I need to grind for all sorts of stuff. I need to stop spending. What's taking so much energy? Why is it taking so long to load? Streams? No, not. Why? Why do I always mess up? Creator dashboard. Manage stream. There we go. Managing the stream. I don't even have a thing for posting that I'm live. Am live. Alive? No. Just live. I don't think I've used this AI, but then again, not AI, this gen. They're all separate gens. That's all of yesterday, though. No. Taking too long. And none of those look nice. To go through the yesterday ones. I'll clip this one. Go woof. Save. Get link to the thing. Copy. Why am I doing this so late? 7:12. That is the stream manager, not the stream. Oh my word. even wants to do like Twitch anymore. Control V. Yeah. People are liking what I said before. Someone had said if being called a Nazi bothers you so much, then why don't you ever consider just not being a Nazi? My response was, in paraphrasing what they were saying, why does no one ever convert to my side after I tell them convert or die? It's basically just that. That's basically what they're doing. Darn it, it's so tempting to just continue on. But I want to look at other things. I need other things. Where is it? You jerk. You're hiding it from me. It's not here. You jerk. I don't even know if I want to do this one, like this quest anymore. I mean, I want to play it before I go to Fontaine, but do I want to go to Fontaine anytime soon? Why is my throat getting all crackly and gravelly? That was lucky. Very good that I managed to do that. Wait, wasn't Sunday my time not to stream? Huh. Well, we're streaming now. I'll just be more relaxed about it. I just got soda on my keyboard. Ever so slightly. Slightly enough that I have no idea where it even landed. Probably apologize to my guy, though. I forgot what day it is. No. Oh, there it is. Do need to say sorry, though. It's the fact that I was trying to rush to start stream, apparently. Apparently this isn't my day to stream. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, I'm feeling like a crappy person. Thinking, hey, I'm always a crappy person. So, yeah, no different, right? Little fairy, what do you want? I feel you're telling me something. And the thing that you're telling me is I need a dendro over here. Well, I'm gonna have her. I have no idea if she can even really do a... There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Yup. Meow. 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 Q. got a chest. Yay! Athelwood compact desk. Now we go find the dendrocylls. Oh, it's down there. Oh, well. Why not for me? Just a little bit. I get the thing, and then I go. Yeah. 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 Oh, this thing! Yes. Teleport. Yes. I don't know what this is gonna be like. I don't know. Is it too quiet? Hold on. Audio. There we go. Now it's not too quiet. Did I do that last stream? Oh. Teleport. There's Nefa. Hey, Nefa. Sorry to keep you waiting. That's alright. That's perfectly alright. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel? Optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are. Let's get this show on the Whale Road. But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again? Isn't that just how we roll? Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way out. Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you? No chance! Yeah, come on! Yeah, come on, Yafi. We've already made all the preparations. Is the pixel dude actually speaking? This guy is not talking, so is he like mute and this thing's a... I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. And most importantly, how dare you try to slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord. Not red-handed again. The little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Krai, so we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure. So it was you. You sure it's not time to think about changing that habit of ours? Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Chaska, Isan, Ororon, even the Pyro Archon herself. You're invited too, Nefa. Zeolin has a special gift for you. How about you, Nefa? An accompaniment request accepted. Accompaniment request accepted. Zeolin demonstrates excellent message technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive. Wait, so robots like messages too? Or is it just that Zeolin really knows how you're wired? Alright. Enough chit chat. Let's head to the venue. Woohoo! Party time! Oh well. Whatever, I know. Oh! Sussy Baka. Sussy Baka just walks away. Huh? Spit it out then. They've set off. Just as my calculations predicted. This is Nod Krai. This guy got to Nod Krai really quick. About time I met this variable in person. A dance of snowy tides and hoar-frost groves. You know, every time we had a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure begins. This time, it was the moment she realized that she just polished off the very last of her Saros crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party. In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Nod Krai. This deviates somewhat from the official things. Oh my word. This deviates somewhat from... What the... I am fighting this. Oh my word, I can't read this. You mean the one we can all see in the sky? Negative. I was referring to... Ah, here we are. Paimon, Yafi. We've arrived in Nod Krai. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just going to scroll through this. Because I'm not going to be able to... Yeah. Paimon, Yafi. Welcome to Nod Krai. Ooh. Ew. That must be Nasha Town up ahead. That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right? Huh? Well, okay. There's the button thing. Can I go over here? Like there was an option, and apparently I didn't get to press it. Okay. In other words, Paimon has marked the geographical coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Nod Krai. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database. Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt in a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Nyafi? When did it really sink in for you? I have no idea what the other option is. When I could no longer see quokkasaurs soaring through the sky. There better not have been an option for those water like shark things swimming in the water, because that's my favorite. I don't care about the quokkasaurs. Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anefa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way around. So, when you came over to Natlan, what was the moment you felt like you left Nod Krai? In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power. The moon? You mean the one we can see in the sky? Negative. I was referring to... Ah, we're here. Paimon, Nyafi, we have arrived in Nod Krai. Oh, wow! Paimon, Nyafi, welcome to Nod Krai. That was weird. We've arrived and then welcome. That must be Nasha Town up ahead. That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right? Now, huh? That's correct, Paimon. It's also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Nodkrai. Could this really be? What? Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Huh? Is something up, Nyafi? Some shiny thing on the ground. Paimon. This is where our spaceship landed when Aether and I first arrived in Teyvat. Wait. Spaceship? Like, I've seen, like, people talk about this. But, spaceship? Spaceship? Huh? Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon. Well, because those memories are all hazy. All I remember is Aether waking me up and us leaving the ship. That does look like Nodkrai. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments. Are you referring to Kuvaki? Kuva what now? The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Nodkrai, or rather, a pure primordial form of elemental energy. A bit like phlogiston? Phlogiston. Isn't that like the Natlan thing? It's probably the Natlan thing. No. Yeah. That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Nodkrai. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim. So when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you're referring to Kuvaki? It certainly feels similar to Phlogiston, yet somehow different. Maybe they belong to the light realm that the Lord of the Night mentioned? What Lord of the Night? I knew going up through this section was going to be a bad idea. I don't know who the Lord of the Night is. Is that Auroron? Is that the grandmother figure that Auroron has? Is that the graffiti? Still, this feeling, there's no doubt about it. It's the same power I felt the first time I set foot in Teyvat. Wait, Nyafi, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed? I think it was near a beach. Nodkrai is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. There was also a mountain? Negative. Descriptions still lack sufficient detail to pinpoint the target location. Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Just do what we've always done, and keep searching as we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here? I'd be more than happy to help you out as well. Thank you both. Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship is here in Nodkrai surely counts as a big step forward, huh? Like we've Okay, that's just the dog chewing on something. Like we've crossed another boundary? Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Neffa. If we can find our spaceship, maybe the flight logs could tell us something. At last, a chance to get to the bottom of all this. The truth must be out there, somewhere, buried in this land. Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tevat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, Not cry, here we come! Oh well. Love Not cry. Wait, why am I going up here? I'm skipping this spot. I want to go see if Flynn's is really standing at that shop. I think I recognize that shop. I must go see. And I'm immediately lost in Nodcry. Where's the... Oh. It's on the other side of this. I just want to see. I just want to check. Just want to check. Yeah. No. I think it might have been the place up here. Boof. Nope. Okay. Okay. I wonder what would happen if I went like this. Meow. Meow. It just occurred to Paimon, if we're looking to put out a missing spaceship commission or learn more about Nodcry, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild? The guild is located in Ashitown. Simply follow this road and you'll reach it. Eh? What in the Tevat is that? It looks kind of like a sea leaf floating around in the air like that. That is a kuhenki, a species unique to the land of Nodcry. A kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too? Indeed, it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land. I am so sorry, you guys don't have to stay here. I am flubbing. Also, I should probably say something. Go like, boy, doing good. Boy, doing good. Yeah, there. I acknowledged. I don't know if I actually said anything. Yeah. I'm sorry for being such an awful streamer. The Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuhenki are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading to those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance. The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tritza? Cesaria? Is it Tritza or what? Sorry. Tsaritsa. Although Nodcry lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documentations in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time. Wow, so the origin of their beliefs go back even further than the Archon War? Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well. Hey, look! Hey, it looks like she's floating away. Oh no! I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a gyahhh lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune. Meow. What the? Literally gave me. This is a travel guide? Oh, it actually led us to something useful. Ooh. Been there, been there, been there. Don't know if I've been there. Mimi's Burner Books Investment Portfolio. A bookstore provides not only knowledge but also hope. Investment involves risks for sure, but word is that a successful investor in this portfolio has bade farewell to their days of hard labor and the harbor and embarked on a journey across the world. Let's risk. I see the word. I know the word. Let's wish this lucky traveler all the best. If you're also interested in this investment portfolio, don't miss out. Speranza's Wheel of Fortune. If you think that all Speranza's is famous for is its delicious spread of hot dogs, you'd be mistaken. Don't miss out on the Wheel of Fortune on the side of the shop. It's a classic even with the local crowd. Never mind that, and it looks like a repurposed roulette from the flagship. Just spin in to win. In any case, spin the wheel, and when it stops, hot dog will tell you your fortune. I don't. Do we need to read all this? No, we already know this part. Are there any particular points of interest? It all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see pretty much everything. Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at that area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores. Yay! Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, NF is gonna put her out of the job? Because she's better than you? What was that? That was great. Wow, Naja Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though. Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations? Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as adventure's paradise. So she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect somehow. According to legends, there was indeed an era of peace in Nodcry's past, the Age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nodcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are in part a tribute to their memory. But then, one day, what happened? There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nodcry, and for a time it was left desolate. Heartbroken by what had become the land that had become of the land they had so cherished, the Fae extinguished their lights, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people seek is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps. An irony? Today, no official authority governs Nodcry. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be. A lawless paradise. The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Noshitown, in Noshitown's Central Plaza. The flagship tavern is over that way. Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one? That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the Wild Hunt threat level outside Noshitown reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge. A Wild Hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry? Does it pose a great threat to the people living here? It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now, yet the time and location of the Wild Hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night the Wild Hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? The weeping in the fog. Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away. That face. I like that face. That face is spooky. Yeah, you're saying people actually hear things like that? I have not witnessed enough Wild Hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legend that all people saw was a ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity, abyssal monster, and all. When you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she even built a giant cannon to keep the Wild Hunt at bay. Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. And she's very, very small and young. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship. Oh sure, after all, we shouldn't keep Marco waiting. Though, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early. Have faith in the people of Mondstadt, Paimon. So this is the Barca. I've only seen him on Twitter. You're right about that. Let's take a few bites of this pizza my guy just gave me. Alright. What's that? I don't recognize this place. The publishing makes no money. I'd best seek out some new investment adventures. It's a bookstore. Oh! Purchase. I'll buy all of your stock. Cause... Yay. Hi, Araxta. You looking for someone? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm looking for this guy. Thanks. Been chasing him from Yilong Wharf all the way to Nasha Town. Let's just say he's a friend of mine. And there's lots of things we can talk about together. So many things, in fact, that I think it's best to drag him back to Fontaine so we can sit down and have a nice long chat. Theoretically, he should be in town right now. So why can't I find him? I love him. He's so cute. Here we are, the flagship. Varka told us to meet him here in this letter. Right? Let's see. Varka... No match is identified. Huh. So he isn't here after all. Guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression. Interesting. Eh? Oh well, if it isn't that ineffable Ineffa. Hello, Demian. You know each other? Of course, Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship. So robots are into booze too? Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcohol drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Iono's approval too. Funny you should mention that. While you're away in Natland, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Ino. Aw, he must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on the account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone. Actually, it's because Varka found out that Ino went wild after Ineffa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So I was more worried that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. Oh. I think I might have put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natland, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. Nyafi and Paimon, right? Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too. Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the one and only around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of roulette special. I can't believe it. He's made such a name for himself, though guess it's hardly surprising how. The Mondstatter. He's a Mondstatter, as far as I know. All Mondstatters are luscious. Do you know where he is now? Right now. He must be somewhere near Amsvartnir. I'm not placing that. It's quite far from here. Huh? Where's that? It's a lake in the northern part of Krai. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out. Aw, so we missed him? Typical Mondstatter, coming and going like the wind. Yep. He sends his assurances that everything's under control. Perfectly fine. Everything is perfectly fine. But go. But we go, right? Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's anything special, any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all. Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance too. Wow, that's so generous of him. We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varga like a house on fire. Oh, by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and meat and fried meat for Nefa. It was prepaid as well. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business. Nyafi, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back. Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later? Oh, so you no longer require navigational assistance? No worries. We should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident that we shouldn't get too lost. Thank you. This translates to an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning that I'll be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected. Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on. Aw. Nanny gotta go see her baby or whatever. Okay. Where's the guest room? What is it supposed to be here? I never went inside here. Or have I? Ooh! Bread. Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? I mean, sure. But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen in Nasha Town. Forsaken in the wake of a calamity. I mean, it's got something to do with Nodkrai's history. Or you mean it's got something to do with Nodkrai's history? That makes sense, but what exactly is this calamity? Food. Investigating. Take a bite of pizza. Should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time every time someone mentions it. Ah! Oh, sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going. Best boy. Best boy. Now I'm on the pizza because best boy is here. Oh. I need all my focus on the best boy. Oh. You know, frozen pizza is very hard on the crust. I'm very, very unprofessional. I'm so sorry. Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of the hallway. Wait a second. Are you staying in the room next to ours? Ah, quite the perspective one. Ooh. Kirill. Kirill. Oh, okay. So one of my favorite things about Flynn's is that his first name is Kirill. Because one of my favorite books is Roadside Picnic. And the best friend of the main character, Red Shoeheart, is named Kirill. Or not exactly best friend, but like he's a researcher and he's just like super excited. And Red is just like, you know these things that you really like? Well, I found a full one. And Kirill is just like, oh, you did? You did? Take me to it. I need to see it. And yeah, Kirill's amazing. Quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudomirovich Flynn's. But please, just call me Flynn's. Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure. Oh. Oh, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnia, at least in the past. I would be correct then to assume that you two are travelers in this land. They don't go for word. Yep. You sure would be. You sure would be. Paimon's Paimon, and this is Nyafi. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we've only just arrived in Nodkrai today. Hello. What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers. Are you here for travel too? If only I had time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night. Oh, so you're here for business. Oh, his lantern got broken. Oh. That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a ratnik of Nodkrai, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine. Aw, it's a pretty lantern. Something off about that lantern. But burial grounds?
驚かれるのも無理はありません。墓碑や腐食土と一緒に過ごす生活というのは、一般人からしたら想像しづらいでしょうから。
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay.
ですが、ワイルドハントの災禍はいつもアビスに汚染された魂と共に現れます。これを知れば、僕たちが墓地の見張りをしているのにもご納得いただけるでしょう。
But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That, then, is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable. Oh, so it's about fighting against the abyss. Sounds like a tough job.
お気遣い感謝します。ただこの仕事にはもう慣れましたし、僕にとっては天職です。賑やかな街中より静かな墓地の方が落ち着きますから。
I thank you for your concern, but in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think that it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life. Paimon sort of gets it now, but even so, she's pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she's too scared to fall asleep at night.
そこに関してはご安心ください。墓地の亡霊はめったに喋りません。むしろこちらから話しかけてみると、生きている人間よりも面白いことがよくわかります。
I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts that you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking, but even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Eh?
おや、つい長話してしまいましたね。どうやらお二人とは気が合うようです。
Well, you look at that. Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh? We didn't chat too long. Oh, those eyes. Those yellow eyes.
ただそろそろ時間ですので、ここで失礼させていただきます。ライトキーパーがランプを失うのは、旅人が地図を失うことと同じくらい致命的ですから。
Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near, and in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum is indeed. Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
もし機会があれば、またお話ししましょう。
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'll gladly continue our conversation another time.
いつでも僕のお墓にお越しください。ああ、僕のお墓というのは、僕の見張っている墓地という意味です。あなた方が来てくだされば、あそこもさぞ賑わうことでしょう。
You're always welcome to come and visit my grave. I mean the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest. Right. Well, if we get the chance.
では、ライトキーパーの言葉でお別れさせていただきます。またお墓の中で会いましょう。
Aw. Then allow me to wish you a traditional ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside. Aww. Paimon, you better not. You better freaking not. I will make you into a sandwich. if you decide to give him a weird nickname. Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kind of spooky. Must be all that time he spent around the graveyards. Did you notice anything strange about his lantern? His lantern? No, not really. You mean because it was broken? Like there was something inside. Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him next time we cross paths. Sure things. Guess that'll mean by the graveside. Wait, don't start spouting all that weird stuff too. We met him finally. Hold on, I have to be weird. This is the bed where he slept. This is the bed where he slept. But he's a fae. Fae don't really sleep. This is the bed where he slept. This is the bed where he slept. Yas. 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 Paimon almost forgot something super important. Spit it out then. Are we gonna try out the berries and fried meat? Must have left that craving by the graveside. But now heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste. Oh look! Lauma. Please accept his spoon. Aww. Looks like they're handing out food. Wait, free food? Wow, the people here are so nice! Quick, let's grab some too. Paimon's super curious about what their food tastes like. Light illuminates the path for you. How do you know that we were travelers? Just now. Just now we're a song of the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guest, it seems. The birds in the what now? Forgive me, I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You too must be wondering who I am. I am Lauma, Moon Chanter, the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passerby, accept today's boon. Her eyelashes are so cute. We'd be delighted to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is Nyafi. Thank you so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one each. You have our sincere gratitude. Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew. Ooh. The finest you found? Wow, that sure is kind of you. But wouldn't you want to keep those for yourself? First fruits of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for those lost hunters, for it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts. What is that? I made that. I have the recipe. I've perfected that dish. But what is that meat stuff? It kind of looks like a meatloaf. Like meatloaf and flowers and berries. I want to try not cry food so much. I just had frozen pizza. Now I'm just like, but not cry food. Yum. Closest thing I have is suspiciously purple soda. As perhaps you have already heard, we Frostmoon Scions revere and worship the Moon Goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us out of lead us all out of the long dark night. What? As of now, the tides of haughty Fauti swarming into Nodkrai, driven by greed and greed alone. More than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue. Who is it again? Look who it is again. Those insufferably kind-hearted Frostmoon Scions. Got enough for us too? That's right, 2 servings each. We're starving over here. You're not allowed to take double servings. No. Like, even in a Christian setting, you're not allowed to take 2. That's being greedy. The Fatui. After what you've been doing to our our sacred statues, how dare you... Our sacrificial statues! How dare you even show your faces? Philomena, bestow today's boon upon our guest. Oh, you hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you've got. I wouldn't give double. And I'd possibly give, like, the burnt crusty bits. But my lady, So, what you do is you give them the very first pancake. That's what you do. Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance. Come again? Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow. Words. You! Hey, look who it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you beat up them. Whatever. Just you wait. We'll be coming for you next. Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage? Is this a salad? But that looks like freaking, those stooges really are the worst. Ever since they came to Nodkrai with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down. Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fauti already know who you are, Nyapi. Old grudges die hard. Well, we have gotten in their way pretty much in pretty much every nation we visited, so they're probably at the top of their. We're probably at the top of their blacklist by now. Words. Hi, though. I see. Then, on behalf of the Frostmoon Scions, thank you for the goodwill you've shown us. Why thank me? Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves, just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Alright, I need to go do something. I am going to be right back. I think I'm going to take some Benadryl. Maybe get some coffee. I'll be right back. I'm going to put on I'm being unprofessional. Oh, where is it? And now the dog's whining. I'm gonna be right back, okay? One, one bit, one bit. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Sorry. I poured myself some more coffee. And, things. Mostly, was, things. I can't think of it. My mind is just going to femboys. Femboys dancing like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm too horny for femboys. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't fight for femboys being able to stay femboys and not being turned into trans. Okay? A man is perfectly able to have a tomboy fetish and fight for tomboys being able to remain tomboys and not being told that they can't be tomboys. Okay? If we just embrace and give love to the based femboys, they will understand that it's not all conservatives. We just want to protect them and be loving to all of the femboys. Anyway, just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. Besides, for a weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frostmoon Enclave, the place we call our home. Thanks for your kind invitation. May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow. Ah, these are delicious. They're so refreshingly fresh. Those two pouty wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder. On the ass. That's what it is. It looks like Anefia isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. What should we do next? Why don't we try to follow the map in the travel guide? Good idea. Wouldn't want to let that Kuhenki down after all. What the? Let's see. Okay, Paimon's got our route figured out. So all that's left to do is say is, don't fall behind. This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafting bench too. This is Speranza, one of the Travel Guild's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here are kids. Yeah. This is a Vinci Procelia greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never wilt. This is Rosam's workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go. Over there is the Super Chal observation deck. Whoa, take a look at that. You can see really far out into the distance. That way's north, and that looks something built by the Fowley. And then over there to the west, that must be the place Llama mentioned, where the Frostmoon Scions live. We can see our work done. We can see that we have already put the things together. So, what do you think? Even if Anefa kind of stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove Paimon's own tour guiding skills aren't too shabby either, right? Still not quite Anefa level. Hey, come on! Would it kill you to compliment Paimon? Huh? Look, there must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. There's already a line forming outside. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Or was there anything else you wanted to stop by first? One of the storefronts caught my eye. Where? Which one are you? Oh, now you mention it. Paimon noticed it too. Better not be who she thinks it is. Anyway. What? Anyway. Where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild or that suspicious-looking shop. A word of warning, though. If we step into that shop, be sure to keep a very close eye on Yamura. Actually, I have no idea what shop that Paimon's referring to. I know what shop I'm referring to, though. And I still have my sinuses acting up. Hello. I can buy things, right? I don't get it. Wait, maybe, oh, maybe it's the Mora for me. Mora for me? There we are. Oh no. Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangma Bay your first port of call. Oh dear. So it is the real deal. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real. Meaning, every one of my deals is as real as a deal can be. Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients. Long time no see, Dory. And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage. Come. How could you just sneak in the nod cry like this without telling your dear Lord Sangma Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible. More for me? Thank the Archons we didn't tell you. Oh, come now. Don't... Trying to read out in the same kind of tone that the Japanese VA is doing. Yeah, the I don't know how the English VA sounds. There's no freaking way the English VA can do her justice if that's the kind of, like, thing that she is having to say. Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business. Well, regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue here is that we have no idea you had a branch in Knot Crime. Clever Merchant always has a backup plan or two, or three, up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrow. A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door. More for me? Since you're both here in Nodcry, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're looking for, I have it. Or if it's Summeru you're missing, I've got that covered too. We literally just arrived. Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends? My, your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You might be on the hunt for something like this. What is that? Your hat? Information, of course. Information about Nodcry. Locked securely behind the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangma Bey's brilliant mind. Birdly, I'm in middle of quest. I'm in the middle of quest. I'd love to have you go, but I'm in the middle of quest. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I really wish the person that named themselves Nescafe would have actually tried a second time. Information, of course. Information about Nodcry, locked securely behind the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangma Bey's brilliant mind. Now that you mention it, I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. On the back of all of our pleasant dealings in the past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider info for free. Whoa! You sure are feeling uncharacteristically generous today. Oh, what do you mean, uncharacteristically? I'm the most generous person forget it. Anyway, the long and short of it is this. The moment I set up shop in Nodcry, it struck me how many different factions there were, all competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business like a crisis. Things got even more turbulent after the Fouty pulled down two ancient moon remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the chaos coming. Chaos, and the more the troubled waters, the greater the potential profits. Not at all that's sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora. Oh, really? But surely this was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The chance to take your very own slice of all the latest and greatest business opportunities. In that case, what would you like to know about? Please tell me about the Lightkeepers. Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe. Apparently, they have a long and glorious history, and they're made up entirely of volunteers. But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nodcry? This place is hardly a magnet for noble hearts. No pay, all work? That's not a business model. That's not a business model, and it's certainly not for me. Her freaking, what kind of accent is she trying to do? What is, I love it, but I also hate it. She absolutely, her voice gives the more for me, Mora, More? Please me? More, me? You know that, one of the sitcoms, the one with the two spoiled characters, um popular old white guy. Hold on. Money, please. Uh I think this is like from Parks and Rec. Yeah, Parks and Rec. But she gives like a more smart version of money please, money please, money please. Well, you know anything about a spaceship? Oh, what now? A spaceship? No, never heard anything of that. Oh, don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? At the very least, consider letting me in as a key investor. Is there anyone who can directly translate? I need to look up. I can't believe it. I need to look up. Direct translation. Dory Genshin Japanese to English. I don't care about the English one. But I mean, clap 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 clap. Apparently Dory's English voice actor is some kind of Western South Asian. She looks Indian, but I'm not gonna directly say Indian because there could be she could be others. But what? Who is? So she's in Pop Team Epic. I don't. There's not much. I want to know what is. I. Grr. I don't. I feel like punished for not being able to understand what is exact like what is the freaking archetype that Dory is? What is Dory's archetype? It's not coming through. It is not translating well. How do I do this? Freaking. I'm gonna open up ChatGPT, I guess, and just say this. Yes, allow. In Genshin Impact, what is Dory's character archetype, when it comes to the Japanese voice actress? What kind of character is Dory's voice actress trying to get through? Is it like an old lady? Is it a shopkeeper? what exactly is the archetype that Dory is in Japanese, because she doesn't sound like the same type of character in the English subtitles that I'm reading. And please do not speak back. They put D-O-R-Y. Da, da, da. Dory's voice actor. She's famous for her very high-pitched, quirky, and comical voice, often used for childlike, eccentric, or gremlin-like characters. She gives gremlin, okay? Hyperactive, sing-songy, mischievous, clearly not an old lady, but instead childish or impish merchant. Cute and shady, archetype for trickster merchant who's playful but maybe a bit of a scammer. Child hustler. Like, it's so hard to get. Fairy con artist. If one, the summary of the archetypes type in Japanese. Voice type, high-pitched, childlike, impish. Archetype, trickster, child merchant, fairy con artist. Tone, playful, chaotic, comedic. Impression, mischievous, magical, kid hustler. Yes, it's asking if I'd like specific anime character examples that match Dory's Japanese archetype. Because there is a... She's not giving... Like, I hear it. All I hear is, more for me? More for me? More for me, please? Give me more, please. I don't... What's coming out of the subtitles is not... doesn't feel right. Story TV tropes. I should have put Dory Genshin TV tropes. Genshin. Characters in Genshin. Summeru. Nope. Darn it. Where's... Summeru. Okay, so there's a little bit. The Aranara, docile fungi, historical figures, Summeru City. The Academia has an individual page. General Village, Port Ormos. No! Oh, there she is. Dory's not in Port Ormos. All for nothing. During the Interdarshan Festival, she concocts a convoluted plan to earn the Diadem of Knowledge. Dory is introduced as the only playable character operating in Summeru's urban centers, not wearing her Akasha terminal, in spite the fact that characters who operate in the same legal gray areas as she does, such as Ayan Alamar, who do wear theirs. This has yet to be touched upon in-game. I don't know. I'm getting sidetracked. This is possibly one of the more sidetracks I've been. Because I'm just like frustrated at the whole. I don't like Dory. Okay, I don't like Dory. But I want to see more of Dory how I feel Dory is, not, you know. I have no more questions. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchant in Nodcry. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium of Secrets. Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there, no matter how much trouble you're in. Curatorium of Secrets? What do they get up to there? Just a place that handles all kind of disputes, but the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood Lord Sangmae. Lord Sangmae. You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you, right? When did that little pipstreak get so sharp? After I gave them all of that info for free? That's to win them over? Oh, what do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallets. On behalf of your wallets. You're really not convincing anyone, you know. All right. Business is a cutthroat business. Now, I won't argue with that. But I'm not lying about the boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodcry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors. Seriously? It feels like you're just bad-mouthing your rival now. Fine, if you don't believe me, go see for yourself. We might both be from Samaru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large. Why, it could fill 3 whole palaces of Alakazar... Alxar-Zare. But when you realize I'm saying the truth, don't say that good old Lord Sagma Bay didn't warn you. I will stand by, though. It is nice, relatively nice, that they did go with a voice actress in other places. Like, the Japanese should always be the Japanese, okay? If something is gonna be in Japanese, just go with the Japanese. If an anime has English though, like, and they should probably get someone who's more native English speaker to do it, because the English on the Japanese is just Traveler Tales available. I don't know. Dora, do you have anything actual to buy? No. Dory never has anything for me to buy. What's the point of Dory? I can never buy things from Dory. But meow. Yup, meow. Meow. Look, yes, the line seems to be gone. Come on, let's go say hi to Catherine. Catherine, we meet again. It's not Catherine. That's not Catherine. How ridiculous. Huh? They often say that mortals shackled by their own flesh and blood may fail to perceive the truth in this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand. Paimon must have gotten the wrong person. At a second glance, you do seem a bit younger than Catherine, and you certainly sound a lot less friendly. A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Ooh. 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 Also, Bot-kun, please shut up. Oh. Ooh. Yas. 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 I don't know. Look very closely. For standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fouty Harbingers. Aww. A Harbinger? Why are you even here? More importantly, what will you be the one handing out commissions from here on out? Yes! I told you already. I'm not Catherine. Just how obsessed are you with my machines? So Catherine's were made by Marionette. Does that mean the Fouty have been watching our every move? But the guild itself hasn't done anything shady, and Catherine's only ever helped us. Better just stay alert for going forward. Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will. You interfered with my work once. With that little robot. I'll let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction, a side project at best. But we are in Nodcry now, and as such, I strongly advise you not stand in the Fouty's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette. Oh please! You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. Wow. Oh no. Oh please, you've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the ones who stirring things up here. Oh, perhaps you misunderstood. Just because Nodcry lacks a ruler at present, that doesn't mean that it should not be ruled. We Fouty are simply establishing a new order. Alright. More like shady experiments judging by their massive, creepy research facility. Huh? I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate even more limited options. And being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ooh, are you? I don't agree with you saying domain of the Fouty. But yeah. I'm so mad right now. How can anyone be so obviously evil, so annoyingly self-righteous? But if the Fouty Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing. They've been keeping a very close eye on us, indeed. We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Yeah, Paimon hates feeling like she's being watched. Hey, the real Catherine's back. I did love the welcome to Nodcry. I might help you. I will do everything I can to assist. Is that supposed to be like a key thing? You're so much nicer to talk to, Catherine. Please don't leave us again, okay? Yep. Yeah. Claim all. Dispatch again. Do 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 do. Yeah. I could forge 20 items. Maybe. 2 items from the teapot traveling salesman. I can't do that. Complete Trounce Domain or Dominator of Wolves challenge 3 times. Dominator of Wolves. Domains. I still want to try to do this, but like I need to try because there's the one thing. And I think this is I think this is exactly what I need. You know what? Wait. Any chance? I need Goru. I don't... Oh, what? Immediately? That's no fair. You better not hit me again. Go collect. It's 12 there, 8 there, 8 there. So we need 12 over here. 1, 2. Three, 4, 5. Oh. 6. I'm distracted again. Where is it? Where is it? Wah. Wah. I'm distracted. Give? It's here, right? Where is it? Maybe it's up there? Yeah. 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 Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. No. Ah! So where is it? Could it be inside the shrine? No, they wouldn't do that. Looks like a northern shrine. Is this part of a quest? Can't be a coincidence. Let's go back and tell him. Oi! Oh. It's down here, isn't it? Do I just have to light up everything? Yup. 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 Big sis, you want to play a game of Tamari? What the? Here? Now? Wait a minute, kid. It's like a big bad monster thing not too far away from here. And you want to play a game now. I have a feeling this... Sorry, my mouth's full. I have a feeling this kid is a yokai himself. Wait. That ball's up there, isn't it? Yep. There it is. Or at least where there that is. Seriously? Need to activate 4. There we go. Why am I getting distracted so much? I just... Sarah, do you have enough? You need one freaking more. One more. All I needed was to collect one more. And I once again hit stop marking. Ugh. I can ascend her now. Hooray! Not like it really does much. But I get one of these. Give me something makes me happy. Nope. No happiness for Nyafi now. No happiness for Nyafi. 5 days, 6 hours. So ley lines, right? I wonder, what if I could waste? Stream was only gonna be 2 hours long. We have 3 people. I could... I wonder who I'd be able to send raid to. Training guide? No. Why am I having a hard time looking for this? Do I have to have... Okay, I can... Boop. Ah. Nope. I want, like, there. Still only 300. This is not gonna work. How many times? Like, how much HP does this thing have? Oh. Boop. This is... Eh. What am I doing? I'm slowly moving to the left. That's what I'm doing. This is boring, right? What am I doing? What am I doing with my time? Trying to get an outfit in Millistra Wonderland feels like it'd be more useful than this. Oh my word. How long would this take? If it takes 10 seconds per, does 360 damage. Is there anything? Oh, I don't have... I thought I had it set up. No, I set up for her. It's Hydro. There's a Hydro that Jing needs. switch with this. Also enhance this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes. All right. That does something at least. Switch. Enhance. But up. But up. But. Wait. Wait. Yeah. Shouldn't I get that? I don't know. I don't know. Switch, I guess. Though it really doesn't do much. Uh...
翼よ
4. How about we waste something? I have plenty of these. Use. I have some of these. Yep. Yep. Oh, yay. Well, that's good. I'll be sure to try to use this as much as possible, as fast as possible. When his head gets over to, like, there, I'm going to move back over. Come on. Eh. Eh. 6. Thought we were getting 9. Man. And every bit helps. Every bit counts. Why'd it go down, though? Was it just critting a whole bunch? Oh, there we go. So 984. Ah! Damn it. I'm never going to be able to get the stupid thing. Pretty sure I can get it. Okay. Yep. Both. Nope. My word. This music is so happy. Can I jump there? Nope, I cannot climb or jump. I guess that's all the, thing's job. Yay! Yeah, these things are kind of cute. I supposed to break this? Well, something happened. It just crumbles slightly. It just goes back over there. Yep. Yeah. Yeah? Alright. Yay. Hey! I found it! I got it! Yay. Okay, so I almost hit my head. Okay, so... Eh... Oh. When did that become a thing? I'm sorry, I took like 2 Benadryl to hopefully be able to not have my sinuses be all messed up. It's very nice to have simple challenges. Get it. Then again, maybe it's just because I don't have any of the items for this. Wait. Oh. No, I don't want to do it again. Craft. Yeah. I'm gonna call it for tonight, okay? I mean, it's 30 minutes longer than I intended, so... Yeah. Sorry we didn't do much. Just gonna wrap up dailies on my own, hopefully, and then call it a night. This Benadryl's kicking my butt, unlike usually. Anyway, you guys have a great time. Good night, okay? What if I should hit the braid thing? I don't know. No. Anyway. You guys have a good night, okay? Good night.